Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Hope your Monday is off to a magnificent start. I am so excited to be here with you this morning for Monday Motivation to talk to you about keeping calm during chaos. But before we jump into today's content, let's take a sit nice and tall, take a deep breath in through the nose and out. And one more time, in through the nose and out. So good. Actually, that's a really good tip for calming your nervous system. If you feel yourself getting overwhelmed throughout your day, really just stop, put your hand over your heart, take a deep breath in and out, follow your breathing, connect to your breathing so that you can calm down, come back to yourself, and allow yourself to go into whatever you have to do next with better connection and ability to handle anything that comes your way. Because here's the secret. You can handle anything that comes your way. You are more than capable. There's nothing standing in your way except for you. I know that sometimes things can just feel like too much, that if they add one more thing to your plate, you are going to crack. I have been there. I know how it feels. I have had the breakdowns. I have legit had the breakdowns where I didn't expect it to happen and burst into tears and had to take time off, and really just was so overwhelmed. But the reason that I was because I wasn't taking good enough care of me. And I'll tell you what, my professional life right now is insanity. It is so busy. We have lots of group travel. We have a new account. We've just hired someone new. Lots of people are traveling. It's really exciting. It's super fun. But the hours right now are really long, and I haven't worked this hard for this long in a very long time. And it it's kind of amazing how chill I am about it and how I'm just rolling with the punches. Because this time last year, I was in a very similar circumstance. It wasn't this busy, but it was pretty busy. And I was coming up against quite a few challenges and what I was working on. And I was really not in a great headspace this time last year when I was experiencing something similar. I really remember talking to my coach and saying, I'm losing that calm, loving, peaceful feeling that I have cultivated over these last, 6 to 8 months. And I was like, I really feel like I'm in this struggle with myself where I want to show up in a certain way, but the circumstances of what's going on is just too much. And I feel like I'm in this battle with myself, like ego versus higher self, where we're fighting for um, priority, like we're fighting for our space. And so this time last year, I was really struggling with staying calm, with staying peaceful, with being myself. I remember having quite a few days where I would just cry and be like, this is just too much. I need help. I can't handle this. And so for me to be in an even busier situation this year and to be in a completely different headspace about it is a big deal. So really wanted to share with you some of the things that I have implemented that have really helped me stay in this zen place and allows me to work longer hours and do less of what I usually do in terms of things that I do in the evening or whatever or whatnot. It really still keeps me in a really good place, even though I have less time. Because when our time is infringed upon, that can often feel like I just don't have enough hours to get it all done. I don't have enough hours in the day. I have to sacrifice something. And then you become resentful and angry, and the overwhelm gets worse. And it just is a vicious cycle of not good feelings that are not serving you and that are not going to help you feel at your highest and best. So I really have to stress, and I know I've said this like a million times before, but I'm going to continue to say it because, especially if you're working, if you have a job where you have to be somewhere from a certain time to a certain time, and that's your job, like that is your commitment right now, that is what you're working on right now, that is where you are right now, then it's really, 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 really important. And like, I cannot stress this enough, to have a consistent morning routine, a routine that allows you to serve you first, so that you're not running into your day frantic, so that you wake up and you have time to do what matters to you and what's going to help you feel good going into your day. The way that you start and finish your day sets the tone for the rest of your day. So finishing it well is just as important as starting it well, because you're not going to wake up in a good energy if you didn't go to sleep in a good energy. So really, your morning routine starts the night before. So I'd really highly encourage you to give that a go. And actually, I am putting together, well, I already have it together, but this is what we did together inside the mindfulness movement in March, is we created a morning routine. And it was so fun. And I just enjoyed it so much. And I put together some documents, and I have two separate ones, I do believe, that I'm going to combine into one, that I'm going to like just throw out to everyone at large, because I talk about this all the time and I want to help you have success in creating this morning routine, because it didn't happen overnight. It didn't come like it starts little by little. It was started 15 minutes at a time, and it really served me so well. And it's just so good for you. Like, it's so good for you. And it keeps you going into your day with this level of, okay, I have done everything I need to do for myself today. Now I can give my best to what's next. I can give my best to my job. I can give my best to my coworkers. I can give my best to my clients. I can give my best to my husband, to my kids. Like, it really sets you up for success. And also, really just setting the intention that everything is going to go well. So I get up in the morning, I do my morning routine, and I do the things that are important to me. So for me, that's like meditation, affirmations, working out, having a shower, having a little dance. This morning, I did some chores. So I cleaned my bathroom, I did some laundry, I did the dishwasher, because I knew I wouldn't have time to do it later, and I knew I would be tired after work. After you work all day, very few of us have the ability to really do the rest of the things that need to get done in a high energy, high vibe state, because you're depleted after working all day, right? So it really is, I really would encourage you to let your morning be your time, the time that you give to yourself, so that you can be more calm in your day to day. It really sets you up so much for success. And as I mentioned, setting intentions. So on my way to work, I legitimately have a little conversation with myself. If you ever see me driving and you see me talking to myself, don't be alarmed. Sometimes I'm singing, and a lot of the time I'm singing. Who loves car karaoke? Love car karaoke, so much fun. But before I go into my day, I set the intention. Like, I set the intention that it's going to be a good day, that I am going to show up in a way that is calm and patient, and that gives love to myself, to my coworkers, to my clients. I just put out there in the universe that I am going to be at my best, and I'm not going to let anything interrupt my peace. And I just set the intention of how I want the day to go. It takes a minute. Like, you just say it on the way in the car, and just say, like, this is what I would like to get done today. Please help me. Please, keep me in my Zen place. Please allow me to take frequent breaks, remind like to tune in with myself, to really give myself what I need today so that I can get as much done as I would like to get done. And sometimes it all works out exactly perfectly and sometimes it doesn't, but what it always does is puts you in this energy of, I can handle this. I can take care of this. This is not going to be overwhelming for me. I choose not to be overwhelmed. I had one of my coworkers say to me last week, she was like, I don't know how you're just not like seriously so overwhelmed right now. And I'm like, I choose not to be. Like, I just choose not to be. Overwhelm is a choice. It doesn't get imposed on you. You decide how you feel in any given moment. We have more control than we think. And I understand it doesn't feel that way, that you don't always feel like you have control over your emotions. But whenever that you don't feel like you have control, that is an invitation to look more closely at what's going on. Like, what is causing that reaction in you? What about that situation is causing that reaction? And how can you change things or change how you're looking at it? Because sometimes we can't change the thing, but we can change how we're looking at it. We can change our perspective so that we feel better about it, so that we go into it with a different energy. And so, what I am approaching, all the challenges that I'm coming up against in my life right now, these long hours and this huge amount of work and this, you know, everyone is so busy and, trying to navigate this time. How I'm approaching it is I'm doing my best. And that has to be good enough. And I'm allowing it to be good enough. I am doing everything I possibly can to make things as good as they can possibly be. And maybe that's not enough for the person that's sitting in front of me, but it's enough for me. And I have to let my best be enough. And it's just a season, a time. This crazy time is not going to last forever. We're going through this transition. There's a lot going on. We have help on the way, but it's just a matter of changing your perspective, setting the intention that everything is going to go well, and setting up routines that support how you want to feel. So this morning I really put myself first, and I tick the things off my list that are going to make me feel better and that are going to go into my day helping me feel calm and energetic, and not like I'm stressing about the things that I have to get done at home. I don't have to do anything at home. I've taken care of everything that I need to take care of at home, and now I can go into my day and I can work later, and I can come home on my lunch break and make something to eat for supper to bring back, because I'm going to eat at my desk tonight. I've already made that plan because I have work to do. It's time sensitive. It needs to get done. But I've set boundaries around it so that I will take frequent breaks, so that I will ask for help if I need it, so that I will take my lunch break, get up and walk away from my desk. Like, it is important to take care of yourself so that you can stay calm in those chaotic situations and really give the best of yourself to yourself. And every night before I go to bed, no matter what has happened that day, no matter how tired I am, no matter what is going on, I make it a point to write my gratitude list, to write out what I want to accomplish the next day, to script a day that I want tomorrow. So I don't know if I've ever actually talked about scripting before, which is hilarious because I've been doing it for years now. But this is part of my evening routine. So my evening routine, I do gratitudes, I do my must manifest list, and I do scripting. I celebrate what went right. I do tell myself one positive thing about myself. You should be writing all this down. You should be writing all this down. I'm literally giving you all the things that I do to feel well and happy and healthy and fulfilled in my day to day. Write it all down, take it, use it, implement it into your life so you can have the success that you want. These are the steps. These are the things. This is what I am doing to help me feel as well as I want to feel. And it works. Like, it works so well. So for the scripting part of my day, what I do is I think about, okay, how do I want to feel tomorrow? So tonight before I go to bed, after I've had my day, I'll do my gratitudes. I'll get into a nice calm state of mind and I'll say, okay, how do I want to feel tomorrow? What do I want to accomplish tomorrow? In the best case scenario, in an ideal world, what will my life look like tomorrow? And I write it all down and I say, so I'll say, like, had an incredible night's sleep. I woke up rested, refreshed, energized, excited to start my day, had an incredible workout, had an awesome shower, sat quietly with a coffee, really reflecting on how I want my day to go. And I'll script out how my workday went, that I laughed with my coworkers, that I had a good time, that I got so much work done, and that, like, I literally script it how I want it to go. And it is magic. Like, it is magic because you are not just letting your life happen to you. You're just not letting the things come up. You have a plan. You have a plan in action. This is how I want it to go. And no, it doesn't always unfold perfectly, but a lot of the times it does. When I script a full day exactly the way that I want it, I'm like, "Ow, it's so good." Like, it's so good. It's so exciting. It feels so good, but what matters is the energy behind it and focusing on how you want to feel, and so that you can attract those feelings to you. And when you feel yourself veering off that course, you can come back to yourself, practice some awareness around this and say, this is not how I want it to feel. Let's take a second, come back to myself and say, okay, how can I improve this right now? What can I do? How can I change how I'm showing up that will improve this for me right now? And that will make me feel more of what I want to feel. We have so much more control. Don't allow yourself to be led by your emotions. And I know it's so easy. Really and truly, I do. I have been led by my emotions. I was led for my emotions for years, and I had a little bit of an emotional thing going on in January because I realized that I was suppressing emotion and I wasn't dealing with it. I was just pushing it down, and that doesn't work. That's not going to help you long term. Those emotions are coming up and out eventually. So how about we get them up and out now so we can deal with them and heal whatever needs to be healed and move on so that you can experience more of what you want, so that you can be happier, so that you can be more calm, so that you can be the person that you want to be in all areas of your life all the time. Like, it's so good. And this is the kind of thing that changes your life. It builds confidence in yourself. It builds belief in yourself. It shows you that you are capable. It rewrites the beliefs that you have in your brain about, I I don't have enough time. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough. There's not enough, not enough, not enough. It's changes your lack into abundance because there's so much available to us if we just tap into it. If we really just get out of that scarcity mindset and into a mindset of there is more than enough, and I can do this, and I am calm, and I am capable, and I am loved, and I am supported, and I have everything I need within me already, because it already exists. It already exists in you. It's just waiting to be unlocked, and you can do it. You can unlock it. You can find it. You can bring it to the light so that you can feel as incredible as you deserve to feel. So literally, I had planned to talk about two things in today's live. I intended to talk about setting intentions and scripting. That was my whole thing, and I ended up talking about all of it. So this was actually really good, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to talk to you about all of it. And I hope that you go back and take notes. This is, like, for you. And if you want more of this, if you want to learn how to implement this into your life, because knowing the things is not enough, right? Like, you need to implement the things, and you can do that. You can absolutely do that on your own. You can take everything that I give you and you can build your own routines, and you can do your own things, and you can make things work for you, and you can change it and juggle it and make it be whatever you want it to be. There's no one size fits all approach. So you can do it on your own, 100%. But if you want help, if you want help implementing this into your life, and if you want someone to help keep you accountable, and if you want to have a deeper discussion on how to make these kinds of practices work for you, then I am here for you. I would love to talk to you about it. I have a brand new program starting in April, called the Back to Basics Boot Camp, which is focusing on these kinds of practices and implementing them into your life so that you can feel as well as you deserve to feel. And it's really going to help you create your own wellness roadmap so that you just have more of what you want and experience more of what you want and have more fun and have more enjoyment and have more calm and peace and love and joy and all the things in your life. It is an incredible program. I'm super fired up about it. I also have the Living Well program, the mindfulness movement, and I'm building a one-on-one container and I'm offering some spaces in within that for free. So if there is something that you would like to talk to me about, I am here for you. I would love to have that conversation with you. I would love for you to go back and listen to this live and take some notes and really implement these things into your life so you can have the success that you want. You deserve it. It is available to you. You can stay calm in the chaos. I am cheering you on. All the love and light from my heart to yours. Wishing you the most incredible day. We will talk again soon. Bye.